Yeah, but I haven't been eating 0 calorie foods and water. I've been getting 1,700 to 2,000 calories, or even 2,100 calories per day. I get higher, like closer to 2,100 on days I work out. If I take a off day, rest day, then I have to get I have to get about 1,700 calories. And today's a rest day, so I had to plan my diet really carefully. Here it is. Starting off the day with half a grapefruit. Gonna have the other half at late at night when I'm craving sugar. My three sugar sources for late at night will be one apple, couple little mandarins, and the other half of this grapefruit. That will give me 20, 40. I don't know. About 50 grams of sugar, which is pretty substantial. That's like eating um like 8 or 9 marshmallows. So that's a lot. That's like a half a bowl of ice cream. So that's pretty good. All through fruit, all with pretty low calories, and plus tons of vitamins, of course. Way more than ice cream or marshmallows would have gave. And pretty good source of carbs. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 carbs. And I need them because you get too low on carbs, your body starts like really craving carbs. So that's good. I'm still under the carb goal. I couldn't hit it. While still getting shy on the calorie goal. I couldn't hit enough carbs, but that's okay. As long as I'm hitting my protein macro and going over, I try to go over a little bit on the goal for protein. I want to hit at least 140 or 150 grams a day. But on a rest day, I think 140 is fine. On a hard workout day, I would rather aim for like 155 or 160. Roast beef lunch meat. I hope we have more. I think we should. 3 eggs I'm having right now. This is a great source of protein. It's really high. 40 grams just from 6 ounces of lunch meat. And not too bad on calories. And then this is just for seasoning the onions. Plus it's a little bit of carbs. But yeah, I just want it for the flavor. I want to cook it with my sausage when I make that. Italian sausage is going to be my main meat today for dinner. And then some ham to get more protein than the sausage would have gave. The sausage was giving me calories way too fast. If I would have bumped it up to 3 links, I would have went way over on my calorie goal. So I had to throw in some ham, which is lower in calories, to fill out the rest of the protein. It's a little better protein to calorie ratio on the ham. And then cottage cheese has an amazing protein to calorie ratio. 28 grams of protein for only 163 calories. Compare that to the 2 sausage links. Same amount of protein, but 4.5 times the calories. So cottage cheese really has been saving me from having to take protein shakes. It's such a dense source of protein with low calorie trade-off. And then soybean pods. It's a little bit of protein, which is kind of nice, and not too bad on calories. Even gives some carbs. So it's really helping me on my carb and protein macros while being fairly low in carbs. And it's a filler. It's kind of filling. And this is for half a cup. They're kind of fun to eat too. They come in pods and you have to pinch out the beans out of the pod. I didn't know you're not supposed to eat the pods at first. I ate the pod. I was like, this is really hard to chew. This can't be right. And then I researched it and it turns out you don't have to eat the pods. So I was kind of relieved about that. And then carrots, just for a little more variety. The carrots and onions are pretty much my only sides. The rest is pretty much meat and then a little bit of beans. So it's going to be a bit on the boring side. I normally like to have more sides than that, but I'm pretty limited in what I can do because I'm not having a 1,700 calorie dinner like I have in the past on account of the fact that today's a rest day and I have less calories to play with. If you work out that day, they award you bonus calories that you can work with that day. So if I did an hour of cardio today, I could have like 2,400 calories as my budget, but since it's a rest day, I only get 1,760 to play with. So that limits my options. I have to be really careful from the first meal on the whole day in order to get enough food where I'm not ever feeling really hungry or starving. And yet I'm still able to hit my protein macros and keep the calories beneath the total, and then make sure I'm getting enough carbs and fat to not feel any cravings. So it's a real balancing act. It gets really difficult on rest days to still hit the right amount of calories. It's really, really hard. Uh, yeah, sometimes I'll go 200 under my target calories. That's always fun to do. I try to aim for about 100 under, 150 a day. 200 under is kind of going pretty far, but if it was a workout day, then I don't think that's too bad. As long as you worked out that day. Oh, wait, but you're going 200. See, your calorie target doesn't change depending on whether you worked out that day. Mine does. This online calculator, myfitnesspal.com, grants me bonus calories on a workout day, which I can choose not to accept, or not to accept fully. But if you have just averaged out calories to where it's the same every day based on total activity levels per week, and that's how most calculators do it, going 200 under, I don't know if you should be doing that. Maybe only go 80 under. Today I'm doing no exercise at all. I already worked out yesterday and the day before, and my main cardio has been jumping jacks, and I can't do that another day. My calves are getting so cramped up, they need a rest day. Plus yesterday was leg day and I had to do calf raises, and my calves are already really overworked from all the jumping jacks. I've pretty much been counting on my calf muscles to be my main workhorses for my cardio in the form of jumping jacks. I can't do like stair steps or anything because my knees have been bothering me, so I'm kind of limited in what I can do. Jumping jacks don't bother my knees as long as I stay light on my toes. So you have to work with what you've got. I don't always have knee problems, but just lately they've been kind of bothering me. I'm not going to show my stomach all day unless I'm doing something on my lap, just because, you know, I am at the start of a diet. I know my stomach's pudgy right now, and I don't need to be like highlighting that. I am self-conscious about it, enough so to motivate me to take massive action and completely overhaul my diet and exercise more and get down to a super awesome single digit body fat weight where I'm shredded. I'm actually going to get shredded. I'm not just going to do the bare minimum. I guess, like, it just hit me yet. I could just go on an extreme diet, drop the weight, losing a lot of muscle in the process because I'm not getting enough protein, and then yo-yo right back to a high weight again within a few months. I don't want to do that. I don't want to play that game. It's too distracting and annoying and constant, like, self-loathing and stuff when you do get heavier, and loss of confidence, loss of testosterone, loss of energy, sluggishness. I don't want to deal with all that. So I'm going to start getting really focused on counting calories. I know it's a pain in the butt, and I never wanted to do it, but as long as you're watching your macros and your calories perfectly, you can pretty much write your own ticket of exactly how you want your body to look, down to the percentage of body fat you have on you. And I really like that concept, and I've already been working out the whole time, but just getting too many calories and slowly creeping up in weight despite the workouts. So I figure if I'm already going to be lifting weights and getting cardio, might as well see gains. Might as well see my body sculpted into something really nice to look at. Plus, when I'm lower in fat, I get more definition in my face and I look more handsome than, like right now. I kind of have a double chin. It just, my jawline's hidden. I don't look as good. So I'm gonna go on to the whole lifestyle change rather than just a short diet and then a bounce back to fatness shortly after. It really is a pain, but at the same time it's a little bit fun. And you can't argue with results. And it really is nice to have one less thing to worry about and then a lot more energy. So, I mean, I think it's worth the hassle of counting calories and carefully dictating what you're eating. It's worth the time investment. I wanted to avoid that for the longest time, but I think especially now that I'm really sedentary with my lifestyle and also getting older, and it's, I think, a little easier to put on weight after a certain age. All those factors combined, I think I have to be extra careful. As much as I sit in this chair working on projects, getting very into them, it's way too easy just to have the weight slip on because I'm just sitting so much and I'm really not thinking about weight very often. I'm more focused on these projects. So just by creating a consistent calorie counting plan, I don't have to have that stress hanging over my head. It's actually probably less of a distraction not having to worry about my weight getting out of control and constantly going up and down and out of whack and not really knowing what's happening and kind of freaking out, like, how much should I be running this week? And oh no, my knee hurts, I can't run, now what? Like, I don't have to have all those concerns if I just count calories. That's all I gotta do. Such a stress reliever. I'm just gonna have the perfect body for very little effort, just by carefully watching everything I eat.